Hello students, in last video we have discussed about the square numbers and today we will discuss about the properties of square number and exercise 3.2. So first I have taken here square numbers from 1 to 10. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10 square 100. So if you observe these square numbers carefully, these 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, these are square numbers. And if we observe these numbers carefully, we will get few results. First thing, see the unit place. Unit place we have 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0. We are not getting here 2, 3. Then we are not getting 7, 8 also. So what result we are getting here? We are getting a number having 2, 3, 7 or 8 at unit place is never a square number. So if any number is there, we can see the unit place and directly we can say whether the given number is a square number or not. Second thing, observe these numbers. 10 square is 100, 100 square is 10,000 and then 1000 square is 10 lakh, 20 square 400, 200 square 40,000, 2000 square 40 lakh. So you can see here we are getting even numbers of 0. When here we were having 1 0, after squaring we are getting 2 zeros. If 2 zeros, then after squaring 4. If 3 zeros, after squaring 6 zeros. So if the unit place is 0 and after squaring we will get a even numbers of zeros here. So second result is a number ending odd numbers of 0 is never a perfect square. So if at end of the number 5 zeros are there or 3 zeros are there, it means that number can't be a perfect square. Next, if we see carefully these numbers, then we can observe one more thing. 1 square is 1. 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 2 is a even number. So square of even number is even. 3 is a odd number and square of 3 is 9. That is also a odd number. So 4 square is 16. 4 is a even number and square of 4 also 16. So what we got from this? We got a result that square of even numbers are always even and the square of odd number are always odd number. And next result what we can observe, we can see the unit place. If unit place is 1 or 9, so square number ends with 1. So if 1 square is 1, 9 square is 81. In 81 also unit place is 1. 2 square, and if unit place is 2 and 8, in that case ending number will be 4. If unit place is 3 or 7, then ending number will be 9. If unit place is 4 or 6, then ending will be 6. If unit place is 5, then it will end with 5. And if unit place is 0, then it will end with 0. These are the few results what we got after observation of these square numbers. After properties, we have few patterns related to square numbers. These patterns will make our calculation easy. So first one is adding triangular number. So first of all, you should know about the triangular number. Triangular numbers means the number which you can represent as a triangle. So you can see here 1, we can represent as 1 dot, the smallest triangle. Then 3. 3 means 3 dots. 3 dots we can represent as triangle, 1 triangle. Then next 6. 6 also we can represent as triangle, 1 dot, then next 2 dot and then 3 dot. Next is 10. 10 also we can represent as triangle, 4 dots, 3 dots, 2 dot and 1 dot. Here main thing is that the dot number of dots should be equal. If you count like this 2, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 3, equilateral triangle, it should come equilateral triangle, 4, 4 and 4. So these number 1, 3, 6, 10 and so on are called triangular number. If you observe this triangular number carefully, you will get some result. If I add first 1 and 3, first two triangular number, 1 and 3, I am getting 4. And 4 I can write as 2 square. If next two number 3 and 6, I am adding 3 plus 6, then I am getting 9. 9 I can write as 3 square. Next two number 6 and 10. So 6 plus 10, 16. We can write it as 4 square. So adding two consecutive triangular number, then we will get the square number only. Second property is numbers between consecutive square numbers. So if we see carefully, first square number is 1 and after that next square number is 4. 2 square is 4 and after 4 next square number is 9. 3 square 9. So between 1 and 4 we have here two numbers 2 and 3. Between 4 and 9 we have four numbers 5, 6, 7, 8. Between 9 and 16, 16 is the next square number, we have 6 numbers here, 10 to 15. So how to find out the number? If these are the small numbers, so we can count and write. But if it is a big number, in that case what to do? So if we see carefully, between 1 square and 2 square we have two numbers. Between 2 square and 3 square we have four numbers. Between 3 square and 4 square we have 6 numbers. We can write it like this also. 2 we can write as 1 into 2. 4 we can write as 2 into 2. 6 we can write as 3 into 3. So here what we are doing, this first number we have to multiply with 2. 1 into 2 means 2 numbers will come. 2 into 2, 4 numbers. 3 into 2, 6 numbers. Like this we can find out for big numbers also. Suppose we have to find out the numbers between 21 square and 22 square. So answer will be 2 into 21. 2 into this first number. 2 into 21, 42. So between 21 square and 22 square, total 42 numbers will be there. Third pattern is adding odd numbers. So odd numbers, if we add in continuity, first odd number is 1, then 1. If we take 1 only, answer will be 1 square. Next two odd number 1 and 3. After 1, next odd number is 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 we can write as 2 square. Then next three odd number 1, 3 and 5. Answer is 9, which we can write as 3 square. Next 1, 3, 5, 7. Starting 4 odd numbers. Answer is 16, which we can write as 4 square. So what we are observing here, we are getting, if we are taking only the one odd number, answer is coming 1 square. If we are taking two odd numbers, starting two odd numbers, then answer is 2 square. If starting 3 odd numbers, then answer is 3 square. If starting 4 numbers, then answer is 4 square. And here similarly we can write 11 square. Starting 11 numbers we have taken, so answer will be 11 square. Fourth pattern is square of odd number as the sum of consecutive numbers. So odd number square we can write as sum of consecutive numbers also. For example, 3 square. 3 square is 9. 9 we can write as 4 plus 5. 5 square is 25, which we can write as 12 plus 13. 7 square is 49, which we can write as 24 plus 25. 9 square is 81, which we can write as 40 and 41. So how to get this number? It's very easy. You are getting here suppose 81. So to the half of 81, divide 81 by 2. We are getting here 40.5. So answer will be 40 and next number. Before this 40.5, before 40 is there and after that 41. So answer will be 40 plus 41. Similarly 49. If you do the half of 49, then answer will be 24.5. So numbers are 24 plus 25. Fifth pattern is finding the square of a number with the help of identity. We have here two identities, a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, and a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. These two formulas are in algebra. We can use these formulas also to find out the square of a number. For example, 29 square. So 29 we can write as 30 minus 1 and whole square. And then we can use the second formula, a minus b whole square. In place of a, here 30 is there. In place of b, 1 is there. So a square plus b square minus 2a and b. And multiply these three numbers, multiply. 30 square is 900 plus 1 square 1 minus 2 into 30 into 1 60. Then simplify this number, you will get answer. Next, sixth pattern is, similarly we can do for other number also. You can see here. Sixth pattern is Pythagorean triplet. If we have three numbers which we can represent like this, m square plus n square is equal to p square. So these three numbers are called Pythagoras triplets. For any number, suppose m is any natural number, for that how to find out Pythagoras triplet? We have one formula here. Pythagoras triplet will be 2m comma m square minus 1 then comma m square plus 1. This formula is applicable for all the numbers. Suppose m value is 1. So you can substitute 1 here, here and here. You will get the Pythagoras triplet. Similarly, m if you are taking 2, substitute here 2. Then you will get answer. Sixth pattern, square of a number with unit place is 5. If at unit place you have 5, in that case we have an easy method to find out the square. So for this, what we have to do, we have to take this 5 this side, do the square of that 5, it will become 25, and this number 4 and the next number. After 4, next number is 5, 4 into 5 and then 100. Multiply with 100. 4 into 5, 20. 20 multiply with 100 plus 25. So answer will be 2000 plus 25. 2025. One more example you can see. Suppose we have 95 whole square. So 5 square will become 25. Now this starting number 9. Multiply with the next number. After 9 we have 10. So 9 into 10 and 100. 90, 100. So 9000 plus 25. This second place always it will be 25. Answer will be 9025. Now we will start exercise 3.2. With the help of these properties we have to do this exercise. First question, write 5 numbers which you can decide by looking at their ones digit that they are not a square number. So when we discuss the properties of square number, we discuss the number ending with 2, 3, 7, 8 never be a square number. So you can write here any number which is ending with 2, 7, 3 or 8. I have written here 5 number. You can take your own number also which are ending with 2, 3, 7, 8. Question number 2. What will be the unit of the digit square of the digit number? Unit place we have to tell and number is given. So to find out the unit place we will see only the unit place here. Here unit place is 1. So 1 square is 1. So unit place we will get 1. In second part unit place is 2. So square of 2 is 4. So unit place we will get 4. In third one unit place is 9. 9 square is 81. So what we are getting at last? 81. 1 we are getting. In fourth one 3. 3 square is 9. Then fifth one 4. 4 square is 16. It means 6 we are getting at end. 5. 5 square is 25. So 5 will be the unit place. 20 here 7. 7 square is 49. 9 is the unit place. 8. 8 square is 64. So 4 will be at unit place. 0. 0 square is 0. And 6. 6 square is 36. So unit place is 6. So only by seeing the unit place we can guess the unit place of a square number also. Question number 3. The following numbers are obviously not perfect square. Give reason. These numbers are not perfect square. We have to give reason here. So because this number is ending with 7. So it is not a perfect square. Similarly, second case, it is ending with 3, so it means it is not a perfect square. Third one, it is ending with 8, so it is not a perfect square. Fourth part, 46292, because the last digit is 2, so it is not a perfect square. Fifth, in fifth we have 0. 0 we can get at last, but here we have odd numbers of 0. So 3 zeros are there. It means this number is not a perfect square because odd numbers of zeros are there at end. Question number 4. The square of which of the following numbers would be an odd number or an even number, and why? It means we have to give reason also. So first number 573, because this number is a odd number, so square of this number also will be a odd number. Only the last place we have to see and we have to give answer. Second number, you can see last place is even. It is a even number, so square of this number also will be even. Third one, 8267, last place is 7, here odd number, so square of this number also will be odd. Fourth part, 37916, because this number is even, so the square of this number also will be even. Question number 5. How many natural numbers lies between square of the following number? So between square of 12 and 13, how many numbers will come? We have to write. So for that we can use the property according to the property 2 into first number, 2 into 12. So total 24 numbers will come between 12 square and 13 square. Second part, 90 and 91 is. So the number between 90 square and 91 square will be 2 into 90, 2 into the first number. So total number will be 180. Question number 6. Without adding, find the sum. We have to find out the sum. We will use here the sum of odd numbers property here. So we have taken here 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Starting 8 numbers. Starting 8 odd number. So answer will be 8 square. Means 64. Second one, 1, 3, 5 up to 29. Starting 15 odd numbers we have taken here. So answer will be 15 square. See, if it is a very big number is given here 29 is there, so we can count and write. But suppose very big number is there, in that case what to do? In that case you have to take the next number 29. After 29 is 30. So do the half of 30. Answer is coming 15. It means total 15 numbers are there. You can check here also. Next number is 16. 16 half is 8. So 8 square will come. After 29, 30, 13, 30 half is 15. So 15 square will come. Question number 7. First part. Express 64 as the sum of 8 odd numbers. This is just the reverse of last question only. 64 we can write as 8 square. 8 square means we have to write the starting 8 odd numbers. So starting 8 odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Second part, 121 as the sum of 11 odd numbers. 121 is equal to 11 square. 11 square means starting 11 odd numbers we have to take. Question number 8. Express the following as the sum of two consecutive integers. So first number is given here 19 square. 19 square is 361. So how to find out this? Do the half of this number 361. 361 half is 180.5. So number will be 180 and 181. 180 and the next number. 33 square. 33 square is 1089. Do the half of 1089, 544.5. So numbers will be 544 plus 545. Third part is 47 square is equal to 2209. Do the half of 2209, 1104.5. So numbers will be 1104 plus 1105. Question number 9. Find the square of the following numbers without actual multiplication. So we have to use here any formula to find out the square of these numbers. You can use a plus b or a minus b, any formula here. According to that you can split your number and apply the formula. So first 31 square. 31 we can write as 30 plus 1. whole square. In place of A 30 is there, in place of B 1 is there. So use A plus B whole square formula. A square plus B square plus 2AB. 30 square is 900 plus 1 plus 60. So answer will be 961. Second part 42 square, you can write it as 40 plus 2 whole square. Again same formula I have used here, A plus B whole square. A square plus B square plus 2AB. 40 square is 1600 plus 4 plus 160. 1764 is your answer. Third part 86 whole square, you can write it as 80 plus 6 or you can write it as 90 minus 4 also. It's your wish. So A square plus B square plus 2AB. A square is 6400 plus 36 plus 960. So 7396. Fourth part 94 whole square. 94 we can write as 90 plus 4 whole square. So A square plus B square plus 2AB. 8100 plus 16 plus 720. 8836 is your answer. Question number 10. Find the square of the following number containing 5 in the unit place. So first, this 5 take it separately. Do the square of 525 and the starting number. Multiply with the next number 4 into 5 and then 100. 4 5 20. 20 into 100 2000 plus 25 2025. Second part 305. So this 5 we can take separately. 5 square 25. Starting number now we have 30. Multiply with the next number 31 and 100. So 30 into 31 is 930 into 100 93,000 plus 25. Answer is 93,025. Third part is 525 whole square. So last 5 take separately. 25. 5 square 25. Starting number we have 52. Multiply 52 with the next number 53 and with 100. 2756 into 100. 275600 plus 25. So answer is 275625. Question number 11. Write a Pythagorean triplet whose one number is given 8 here. So we don't know here this 8 is first, second or third. Pythagoras triplet we have formula 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. So here we don't know this 8 is which number, first, second or third. We will check one by one. Let 2m is equal to 8. 8 is first number, then m will be 4. If you are getting a number in whole number, then we will check for the next number. M is getting 4. Now substitute the 4 here in second number, m square minus 1. 4 square minus 1, 16 minus 1, 15. And for the third number also, m square plus 1, 4 square plus 1, 16 plus 1, 17. So here numbers are 8. We have taken 8 as the first number. Second number we are getting 15 and third number we are getting 17. Now we will take this 8 for the second number. M square minus 1 equal to 8. Then this minus 1 will go another side. It will become plus. M square is equal to 9. M square is equal to 3 square. So M value is 3. Now this M value put for the first and third one. When you will put for first one 2m, 2 into 3 6, and for third one m square plus 1, 3 square plus 1 means 9 plus 1 10. So Pythagoras triplets are 6, 8 and 10. Now we will put for third one m square plus 1 equal to 8. So m square is equal to 7 and 7 is not a perfect square number. It means this condition is not applicable. Most of the time you will get only for the 2 condition correct. Third condition you will not get. Second part, fifth number is given 15. So Pythagoras triplet we have taken 2m, m square plus minus 1 and m square plus 1. Let 2m is equal to 15. First we will take 2m is equal to 15. So m value will be 7.5. It is coming in decimal. It means this value is not applicable. We will go for the second number. So when m square minus 1 is equal to 15, in that case m square is coming 16. 16 we can write as 4 square. So m value is 4. Now this m value we will substitute in another two places. We will substitute here and here. So 2 into m, 2 into 4, 8, and last one m square plus 1. 4 square plus 1 means 16 plus 1, 17. So numbers are here 8, 15 and 17. In C1 also we will substitute. Let m square plus 1 is equal to 15, then m square is equal to 14. 14 is not a perfect square number. It means this condition is not applicable. In this part only one condition, this m square minus 1 equal to 5 is correct. Third part, number is given 63. So Pythagoras triplet, let it is 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. When we have taken 2m is equal to 63, then m value will be 63 by 2, 31.5. It is coming in decimal. It means it is not applicable. Now we will take for the second one. M square minus 1 is equal to 63. Then m square is equal to 63 plus 1, 64, which we can write as 8 square. So m value is 8. Now this m value we will substitute for this first one and for this last one. So for first one will be 2 into m, 2 into 8, 16. Last one will be m square plus 1, 8 square plus 1, 64 plus 1 means 65. So Pythagoras triplet numbers are 16, 63 and 65. Now when we will compare this number with the third number, m square plus 1 equal to 63. In that case m square is 62 and 62 is not a perfect square number. It means this condition also not applicable. Fourth part, number is given 80. So Pythagoras triplets are 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. Now first 80 we will compare with the first number. If 2m is equal to 80, then m value will be 40. So other two remaining number will be m square minus 1, 40 square minus 1, 1600 minus 1 means 1599, and m square plus 1. 40 square plus 1, 1600 plus 1, 1601. So Pythagoras triplet will be 80, 1599, 1601. Now this 80 we will compare with the second number. If m square minus 1 is equal to 80, in that case m square is equal to 81 square, or we can write it as 9 square. So m value will be 9. Now this m value we will substitute for the remaining two number. 2m, 2 into 9, 18, and m square plus 1, 9 square plus 1, 81 plus 1, 82. So Pythagoras triplet will be 18, 80 and 82. Now we will put for third number. If m square plus 1 equal to 80, in that case m square is equal to 80 minus 1, 79, which is not a perfect square. So this third condition is not applicable. Question number 12. Observe the following pattern and find the missing number. Here few patterns are given. With the help of given pattern we have to fill the remaining places. So first they have given 21 square. 21 square is 441. 201 square is 40401. 2001 square will be 4, then 2 zeros, then 4, 2 zeros and then 1. If you observe here, this side at each step 1 0, in between we are increasing. Here 21 was there, next step 1 0, then next 2 zeros, then 3 zeros and 4 zeros. Right side we are getting, when we are including 1 0 in between, so we have to include 1 0 here, 1 0 here. When 2 zeros we are including, it means 2 zeros are here, 2 are here. Third step 3 zeros are there, it means we have to include 3 zeros here. So 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3 here, and after 4 also 3 more zeros will come. For last one, now 4 zeros are there. So first number will be 4, then 4 zeros, then again 4, then 4 zeros, and last number is 1. Next, question number 13. Observe and find the missing digit. This is also similar type. First number is 9 square, 81. Second number is 99 square, 9801. 1 9 is increasing here, 1 0 is increasing here. Third number is 999 whole square. So 2 9, then 8, 2 zeros, 1. Fourth number 9999 whole square. So 3 9, 1 8, 3 zeros, 1 8. Next 5 9 we have. It means now 4 nines will come. 1 2 3 4 9. Then in between 4 zeros will come. Last one we have 6 nines. It means 5 9, 1 2 3 4 5. Then 1 8 will come. After that 5 zeros, 1 2 3 4 and 5 zeros. 14th, observe and find the missing digit. Similar type question. First 7 square is 49. 67 square is 4 and 9. In between 4 8 is coming. Then 6 6 7 whole square will be 4 and 9 at last, 2 4 and 2 8. So in between these two digits 4 and 9, first 48, second time 4 4 8 8, third time 4 4 4 8 8 8. When 2 6, that time 2 4 2 8. When 3 6, that time 3 4 3 8. Now next we have 4 6. It means 4 4 will come, 1 2 3 4, and 4 8 will come, 1 2 3 and 4. Last one we have 5 6. It means 5 4 will come. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 5 8 will come, 1 2 3 4 5, and last digit will be same, 9. Thank you for watching this video.